the locals have been making this walk in the West this year because they have a quarter. But Oregon's been a machine the last couple games, bro.
Yeah, I faced them my whole life as a player. Now I'm facing them again at.
Finger licking good. Told you Oregon's been better the last.
Olu from guard to center. Offensive coordinator.
Through the end zone it goes. He is 37 and 16. Outstanding once again in motion there. Gabriel to throw on the first play. It's a shot. Down the middle of the field. Tez Johnson.
Weaver's ability, the flag comes.
Penalties have been an issue for Michigan State. That time Jordan James with about a yard. Nakai Martinez. Johnson in motion. Wide of the formation. Gabriel looking that direction. He was hit by Spencer and the ball came out. Let's see what they say. It's in out of halftime as Ross James, who's only punted 12 times all year, gets this one off to Montori Foster Jr. Overs at the FBS level. There's a lot of stretch plays, and Nate Carter goes down. That's Bryce Betcher, the baseball star, shooting. Have been dinged up this year. They're both in the lineup today. Childs over the middle. That is inaccurate for Foster. It's 3rd down and 12, and this is where it's
regular season hardly tested, but this is where the funk comes, and you can hear it. The fan.
3rd and 12. His throw to the sideline is juggled and caught by Glover. That's a full
security there. Glover 4 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown. I think he gathers.
Very proud Michigan State program. It's Carter, and he is doused. Jamari Caldwell, the senior on a all of college football here at Autzen Stadium. Carter on the run. He's not going to get there. And now the question is, are you going to go?
Yeah, a little misalignment there. Nick Marsh was not getting on the line of scrimmage. Heads up play there by Aiden to call the timeout.
Ross James, who's only punted 12 times all year, gets this one off to Montori Foster Jr. and off the fair catch. Aiden Child. Play action again. Childs wants to run for it, and he is diving for it. Let's see. Ball is loose. It's going to be under replay review right now. Wait a sec. Now I think
the question is clearly not Lerner being down. The question is where are they going to put the ball when Oregon recovers?
When it comes to momentum.
The runner fumbled the ball prior to his knee being down. The ball is recovered by the defense in the end zone.
Creating those turnovers. It played there as Jordan James on the run. And a big dash for the first time this year in the run game for
one. And how many times in the building did we hear yesterday, Jason?
Work of Gabriel here.
Yeah, a little bit of that timing, right? You take the shot on the very first.
Tez Johnson in space. He's hit, and he's dropped. Ed Woods from the corner spot with an outstanding movement at the line. Marker comes out. Gabriel free play right to the stick. And he's got Evan Stewart.
Most of the play is a first down.
Well, they are going to say first down. All right, they will move the stick. Gabriel steps up and throws it high and incomplete. 1 for 4. On 2nd down. James running right. Had a steam, broke a tackle. Oh, he just bulldozed! Denson, the freshman, just took that on the chin. Jordan James looked like he got first time today. And he tunnels his way down to about the 7. There's a marker coming in. 2 of them, in fact. One of them hit.
First down.
That was Holden and Woods going at it. So you saw the mono.
In rank, that's just not going to fly. James the deep back. Jordan James off the hesitation. It'll be 2nd and goal for Oregon.
Movement.
And Washington's still back there. They will run it again. James trudging forward, and he'll be stonewalled.
Possession game.
Play action. Place got tied up. Gabriel on the roll. He'll throw back. End zone. Michigan State.
The disruption of both the fullback, the disruption on the tight ends, and then ultimately, what an
play action to Lynch Adams. Childs takes a hit and down he goes. Former Spartan. Childs hopping around, flush from the pocket. He's going to run for a while. Fake the throw, go upfield. Bounds, and he will get hit. Spencer's down the field. Just 2 for 7. It's a rarity for Dylan Gabriel. There's one with Holden running across the formation, and Trayshawn Holden, the Alabama trend. It's a toss, It's James. Jordan James to the outside again. His best game so far. They more in for at least one play, the UCLA transfer, and they'll run it with a hurdle for Whittington, and he ends up on his shoulder.
People chase, that was impressive as Gabriel's back on the field.
To a roar. Gabriel back in, 2nd and 3. Straight up the middle, and they'll have the first down with Jordan James.
Now the red zone has been so friendly to
James again, straight up the middle, and he's got a handful, so that will move the motion. Gabriel running behind Ferguson. Gabriel in, touchdown! He feels fine, thank you.
and this fake, that speed and athleticism. It is sneaky, and there is
The 50-yard penalty when forcing a succeeding kickoff. Now I'm going to try for point.
It's almost a
this operation.
This one is straight through. Oregon is well known as a uniform kid in history. He's a former running back who might be an NFL player very soon. This punt goes spinning inside the Twison's career. James hits the hole hard, and he's got about 10. Right back to him. It's a first down after he picked up 9.5 on first down previously.
Off that concussion and starting tonight.
Short toss, Whittington, and he breaks it down. Malik Spencer got over it and knocked him down. Gabriel starts his move. Behind Herbert, Gabriel breaks one tackle and gets bucked out of bounds at the 5 by
Ferguson, the point of the bunch.
Go play action. Gabriel throwing, intercepted by Brantley. Spartans backed up deep. Childs throws it over the middle and a diving catch by Foster. First down, back to the ending in the red zone. Major turning points. Lynch Adams on the run. Dylan Gabriel, 2 years at Oklahoma. Childs bails, rolling to his right, throwing across his body. He's got Velling. The
Astute fans that know their ball, they're going to make life difficult at the line of scrimmage.
Velling in the slot. He'll look the other way, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Foster, and that time he got sped up as Eckley boots it away. He's been tremendous so far tonight. This one's going to check up. Jordan James, 96 yards on the ground already. He'll go over 100 right here. Tez Johnson will orbit motion there. James broke one tackle. Man, he's running like he's on fire tonight. If there was a foul, that would have been it.
That's what they were looking at.
10 plus today for Oregon. Here's Whittington ticking his way, and he's slammed down after a gain of 6.
What you do when your quarterback is throwing a couple picks.
Johnson breaks away from the formation. They'll run it again. It's Whittington, and he is stifled. Anthony Jones, 3rd and 4. That's James to the left. They'll run that way. Yes, they do. Dylan Gabriel tiptoes out of bounds. 4th trip to the red zone for Oregon. James keeps his feet somehow and weaves his way to the 3.
This contact balance. And when you do want
Back in, the defensive tackle is in there. They'll toss it wide. There's that race car in. Checkered flag
to beat. Cal Halliday's got his eyes in the backfield for just one beat. And that's all it takes.
Extra point is good. Andrew Ford. It seems like every time we're here, there are echoes of that Oregon State game a couple years ago and how physical.
Receiving team, number 40. Half the distance to go from the succeeding spot. It's 1st and 10, Michigan State.
Why is that? First down, Childs sees the pressure from Birch. He bails again. Childs on the run, breaking it down.
And today, as you can see, with the fumble and 3 punts in a row.
Carter changing direction and slipping a tackle. Carter is down after play action. Here comes Uiagalelei. Now Childs is wrapped. 2nd down. Uiagalelei gets home, and Childs goes down. Which needed to sap some time off. Might be on its last legs. 13. What is on the menu?
Well,
what are your options?
That's what they were just discussing. I think Jonathan said, you figure it out. It's an outside linebacker, Uiagalelei and Tuodi that can really run.
Childs sees the heat again, and it's a yellow rush one.
Got to be at.
Eckley to punt. The homestanding Ducks will get it back, and Tez Johnson leaves for a fair catch.
Got to just throw in Oregon's run game. I mean, for Jordan James already.
With 3 timeouts and 113 seconds, and we will have a marker first.
What a great kid.
A musician, a center, and a tremendous kid. Second chance on the run for James. It'll be second down. Coming up in just 2nd and 12. Gabriel, short set, got it away into wide open space. Tez Johnson changing direction, and he's still doing it as a college football player. Loads of time. Drop it off. Jordan James breaking a tackle, getting outside and out of bounds. In motion. Get it to him again. Johnson looking for contact with Spencer. Still over a minute, which gives them time to run it again. Jordan James, another gash.
Oregon. That's the first of the
Reach for
half.
the knee immediately.
It'll be 30 seconds.
But what a night. He's over 150 yards. And now he's become that.
That's a great sign if you're an Oregon fan, as he's shooting.
2 timeouts left for Oregon. Gabriel got it away quickly. Trayshawn Holden gave some ground to pick up some more. It's a first down. Decisive again, this time on the check down. It's Whittington. They have 2 of 7 here.
And if you're Dylan Gabriel, it feels very often. But you've seen, actually, I think Gabriel more comfortable just sitting there in the pocket. So
Gabriel rolling that way. Throwing that way. End zone!
and leave.
Quick snap. Gabriel right down the middle. What a change of direction for a first down.
Sheet for Will Stein is available to him right here.
His wife is a Spartan. He does. He said, "Who's us? I thought we all were us." Throw from Gabriel. That's incomplete. He did want Ferguson. Third down coming in
Football of the century.
They're part of the show. Timeout. Michigan State. Here, both over 80% coming into the week.
A bunch of gimmies, a bunch of easy completions. Not necessarily been this.
3rd and goal. Gabriel lets it rip. End zone. Stewart. Whittington back on for this extra point after Boyle hit the last one. It's good. Decisive throw in Oregon.
But Evan Stewart can go get it. Young quarterbacks just throwing 2 picks. Don't throw it with that anticipation. They hold it as he opens.
Vote for Pedro Napoleon Dynamite shirt in the pregame. Dylan Gabriel has looked a little like Uncle Rico.
Looks like it's ready for the Buckeyes rolling in here in 8 days.
15 runs, 22 yards for Michigan State. That's a yard. They threw it for 6 on first down. It's a run for 3-2 start. Childs along the right side. Tuioti in pursuit. He got a hand on him and then handed it in week 2. They'll run it again with Lynch Adams, and he's going to be short by about a yard. 3rd and 1. Childs changing direction to get the first down, and he nearly gave it back. Savage spiked. Lynch Adams is back into Oregon territory off play action, and he is drilled. Birch closes the deal, and he can't even hear. A marker should come out. Play clock got to 0, and they're going to call timeout. Timeout, Michigan State. Down and long. Pressure again. Got there again. Caldwell couldn't get his mitts on him. Childs throws it downfield and in.
Opportunity here that just couldn't be corralled.
Team. Birch is on the way again. Childs' throw is low and incomplete for Glover. You can feel that.
You do, and you just feel.
Tez Johnson back to receive. Eckley's punt to the sideline, and a fair kill, no fans in the stands. And this is one of those places as just brilliant as Gabriel on what looked like it might have been a busted play. Picks up about a yard. Second down on the ground so far tonight.
That rushing game has just been terrific.
Second down throw, Gabriel got it over the middle. Tez Johnson wheeling and fight. And now first down. It's James on the Wildcat, running behind Tez Johnson, who threw his body at nobody. And so, they'll give it to him in space. Tez Johnson, what would you call that formation? Hands underneath. Oregon's cooking now.
Once again, it is just the body control of.
Just as low into the ball game, and he puts it on the ground. Second down. You mentioned Travis.
The difference maker at the next level, too.
And second here in tight end catches overall as Whittington's got the run. He's fifth in tight end yards. He's third. Oh, they come with it. They'll back off a couple. Gabriel steps up, snaps it off. Right down the middle, incomplete for Stewart through his hand. Check on him when we come back. The injury report this year from straight away from 50, and this one is true. From Sappington. Lynch Adams from the 2. And he is hemmed in.
Final 20-some minutes on the clock. It's important that Childs grows
Easier. A little momentum goes a long way. The ball's on the ground. Marsh trying to track it down, and he's on it at about the 9. But
that one hit him in the belly, and he just had his eyes up to the young freshman of the
Childs gets to the edge and creates the room. He just got shoved down by Birch.
90, kind of like that.
Think there's any ease of speed there? That could be delayed. And get the timeout. 7. Childs bailing again. Birch is after him. Childs sidelining. Not much returnable so far for Tez Johnson. First down run. Right back to him. Jordan James straight up the middle.
Probably don't need to show anything new.
Gabriel on the roll. He unleashes. Sideline route. First down. Trayshawn Holden. Plant and fire and across midfield for Gabriel on play action. He's going to load up the catapult. Downfield. Tipped incomplete. Tez James trying to squeeze through the car wash, and he leaps for a couple yards.
You know, there is not a breath of wind.
We'll see how Michigan State handles his motion. He's right at the stick. Gabriel has forever. 7 Mississippi.
Number 50. Holding. Defense. Number 15. Those fouls offset. It's still third down.
That should be offside. Should be a free play. Gabriel is going to go down, but they'll get 5 yards out of it.
Offense. Offside. Defense. Those fouls offset. It's still third down.
Gabriel, short set, quick release, change of direction, and a slippery move from Tigley when he was growing up. Whittington right into the middle of that line, and Maverick Hansen back from the Gabriel climbing the pocket and throwing. Far side, Tez Johnson hopping into his run.
Oh, much more room to operate than the first couple weeks of the season, and that guy doesn't need much room.
Oregon on the move again, and it's incomplete. Ferguson was sniffing the ends of the year it came out. How? Gabriel, all in the middle. More catch and run, and that's going to be short for Tez Johnson.
And Dan Lanning, you could see him right there. You just got one more, but that.
Jordan James trudging forward, driving the legs. First down, Oregon. And they knew each other from Hawaii a little bit as Gabriel throws to the end zone. He wanted to get it to Ferguson, and a marker comes in. Who tackled who? Race back in as the fullback. They'll run it James, bouncing outside. James is tripped up. Down he goes.
That somehow counts as a pass.
You'd want it if you were playing quarterback. There's Ferguson right there, tight to the formation. Second and goal for Oregon. James right into the pile, and they'll blow it dead at the 1. Third. James goes down. Michigan State stout defensively there. Motion from James. The throw right into the hands of Tez Johnson for a walk-in. Leader in Oregon history with his near 90 last year. Has another touchdown on a 5th.
The sound system is phenomenal. You're not adding on. It's going to get me in trouble?
No, I'm totally down. I agree with you on it. It's an event. You said it's
Now sacks. That now gives him 5 on the season. He is smooth.
Double-figure NFL teams represented here. There is a throw, and it's incomplete from Childs. To your point about the music, this is possible. Second down. It's a throw for Childs. He's got a completion. It's Foster crawling for bases. Childs rolling to his right. Throwing to his right. There's a marker in, and this is advantage.
Number 11. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
Defensive end
For this brand.
when you have to recruit to yourself as a coach. Childs off the screen. He's got Velling, who breaks the tackle and ends up at the 20. Allison, true. Thank you, Allison. Play action for Childs. He'll throw. He's got Velling again, and Michigan State has a first and 10. A similar team here in Michigan State. Their coaching staff. This run gets them to the goal line, and they're going to say
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist. Defense, number 19. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run.
Lynch Adams is in to the end zone.
His challenges up front, some of them just inconsistencies with a young quarterback, but you cannot question how hard these Spartans have tried to play tonight.
Just as low in motion, Jade Lamar, the tailback, and he is drilled by Quindarius Dunnigan. We should say
Has that ball in his hand and gets it out of his hands.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 81.
wide receiver. So what did you learn tonight about Gabriel and his release time?
Well, the goal is 2.5 for Will Stein, uncovered in the last few years.
More to throw. He gets it to Jurion Dickey, the freshman, with his first catch, the redshirt freshman.
But I find it very intriguing.
Third down, Dante Moore on the roll, kept his feet, steps out of the tackle, and he'll make a bit.
Blitz this? Do I play coverage against this? You know, the average is less than 2.5. There's many.
Oregon. As the first and a half.
6:43 to go. We'll take a look at our team comparisons. And you're thinking in your head, of course it's fair catch. So back for Michigan State, he's thrown 16 passes all year, and this one is complete to Nick Marsh, the freshman. He was a highly prolific. He was 14 for 14 in a state title game. At one point in high school, you had the Jared Goff game in a Michigan State bye week coming up, so they get an extra day. It's a 15-day hiatus. As on the reach, Lynch Adams will go down. He's not going to. Schuster has to break it down. Jacobs made him do it. Now he's got all sorts of space and sliding for a first.
Backside pursuit's going to get yelled at in the meetings and in the tape.
Play action. Schuster throwing, sideline ball, and a nice comeback and a catch.
Close.
He's stopping it. Schuster flicks it out wide, and eventually that play will stop. He's very comfortable with their improvement in specific areas week to week, as this will go for a first down. Lynch Adams, and how many Ducks and how many Buckeyes you would have as Schuster throws out wide and Velling makes a catch. That's a game you'd like to play every spot. Second down, Schuster, free runner, look out. He got away for a moment, then ran right back into it, and eventually. I also talked about slow cook meals. This home cooked meal is a difficult one to swallow for visiting teams here at Autzen Stadium. For 8. This field goal is good. There is a marker down.
And even more interested.
If you'll remember, I told you earlier that everyone in the Lanning family had their hand in the design.
31-10. Your final score. Oregon wins. We'll be back with more.